come at the Terran. Then Shan saw the fall of rock, the stone which pinned a double-kneed leg to the floor, and in a circle around the prisoner were the small crushed bird things which had come to prey on the helpless, to be slain themselves by the well-aimed stones which were the Throg's only weapons of defense. Shan sheathed his stunner. It was plain the Throg was helpless and could not reach him. He tried to concentrate mentally on a picture of the scene before him, hoping that Thorvald or one of the wyverns could pick it up. There was no answer, no direction. Choice of action remained solely his. The Terran made the oldest friendly gesture of his kind, his empty hands held up, palm out. There was no answering move from the Throg. Neither of the other's upper limbs stirred, their claws still gripping the small rocks in readiness for throwing. All Shan's knowledge of the alien's history argued against an unarmed advance. The Throg's marksmanship, as borne out by the circle of small bodies, was excellent, and one of those rocks might well thud against his head with fatal result. Yet he had been set there to get the Throg free and out of wyvern territory. So rank was the beetle smell of the other that Shan coughed. What he needed now was the aid of the wolverine, a diversion to keep the alien busy. But this time there was no disk working to produce Taggy and Togi out of thin air. And he could not continue to just stand there staring at the Throg. There remained the stunner. Life on the dump tended to make a man a fast draw, a matter of survival for the fastest and most accurate marksman. And now one of Shan's hands swept down with a speed which, learned early, was never really to be forgotten. He had the rod out and was spraying on tight beams straight at the Throg's head before the first stone struck his shoulder and his weapon fell from a numbed hand. But a second stone tumbled out of the Throg's claw. The alien tried to reach for it, his movement slow, uncertain. Shan, his arm dangling, went in fast, bracing his good shoulder against the boulder which pinned the Throg. The alien aimed a blow at the Terran's head, but again so slowly Shan had no difficulty in evading it. The boulder gave, rolled, and Shan cleared out of range, back to the opening of the cleft, pausing only to scoop up his stunner. For a long moment the Throg made no move. His dazed wits must have been working at very slow speed. Then the alien heaved up his body to stand erect, favoring the leg which had been trapped. Shan tensed, waiting for a rush. What now? Would the Throg refuse to move? If so, what could he do about it? With the impact of a blow, the message Shan had hoped for struck into his mind, but his initial joy at that contact was wiped out with the same speed. Throg ship, overhead. The Throg stood away from the wall, limped out, heading for Shan, or perhaps only the cleft in which he stood. Swinging the stunner awkwardly in his left hand, the Terran retreated mentally, trying to contact Thorvald once more. There was no answer. He was well up into the cleft, moving crabwise, unwilling to turn his back on the Throg. The alien was coming as steadily as his injured limb would allow, trying for the exit to the outer world. A Throg ship overhead? Had the castaway somehow managed to call his own kind? And what if he, Shan Lantee, were to be trapped between the alien and a landing party from the flyer? He did not expect any assistance from the wyverns, and what could Thorvald possibly do? From behind him, at the entrance of the nose slit, he heard a sound which was neither the scolding of a clack-clack nor the eternal growl of the sea. This concludes the reading of Chapter 16.